They get from a 4 to 6 page handout every Wednesday with information. But you remember a little bit more about what you do. Discernment is crucial. Hebrews talks about discernment. It talks about, the writer says, I wish I could teach you some things, but you're not ready for it. He said, as a matter of fact, you've been around long enough, you ought to be a teacher. You ought to be a discipler, but I need to teach and disciple you. He said again, he went on to say that discernment develops through exercise. For some of us, that's a dirty word, a bad word, exercise. We don't like to be reminded and prompted and goaded to exercise, but we need to exercise discernment. And that's the only way that you become discerning is through exercising. We've got books on our shelves in the office that ought not to be there. I've heard statements that with biblical discernment would most likely not have been made. We listen to and appreciate and sometimes even give to false teachers because we've not yet grown and exercised our discernment. My heart for you, if you haven't already seen, is that you would grow up into Christ and that you would imitate him. That you would use your gifts and that we would mature. What is the plan of God for the development of the maturity of his church? The passage that's before us supplies 3 details of the plan of God for the development of the maturity of his church. The presentation of his gifts, the purpose of his gifts, and the product of his gifts. And so this passage is a good reminder that Christ has a plan for the success of his church for his glory. And Lord willing, we will pick that plan up next week. Father, we love you. And we are amazed that you have put this treasure in earthen vessels. That you have entrusted to us the ministry of reconciliation. You have given us gifted men to mature us and to grow us into the likeness and personality of Christ. I pray that you would smash our hearts and mold them into a willingness to submit to you, trust you, and keep your commandments. I pray that you would grow your people into spiritual maturity. I pray that each one would exhibit the fruit of Christ likeness.